Hello, educators and parents who work on parent education at your kids' schools. I'd like to talk to you about my book, Happy Campers: 9 Summer Camp Secrets for Raising Kids Who Become Thriving Adults. It's coming out in May, and I'm currently working on my book tour and speaking schedule for the next school year for 2019-2020. You might wonder what a summer camp director has to share with teachers and parents. So I'd like to explain my experience and why I decided to write Happy Campers. I've been a summer camp director now for 34 years, so I've had the privilege of working with thousands of children, young adult counselors, and parents. I've also been a mom for the past 25 years, as my oldest daughter is 25 and my youngest son is currently 15 years old. Because of both my work and my parenting, I've had a front row seat to the changes that have occurred over the last few decades in our children and in parenting. I've been really fortunate to get to see that what I do, the work at summer camp, has a profoundly positive impact on kids' lives. Over the years, I've heard so many campers call camp their happy place or their second home or the place where they can just be themselves. I knew anecdotally that the time kids were spending with us at summer camp was profoundly impactful in a positive way. I heard it so many times from the kids themselves, from parents, and from the young adults who came back to work as counselors after being campers with us. Many kids told me that their time at camp was their happiest time of the year, that it was the time when they felt they could really relax and be themselves and just enjoy being with friends and doing fun things without feeling all the pressure that they felt the rest of the year back in their normal lives. I've always had a lot of interest in personal development and positive psychology, and I started reading everything there was to learn about what makes people flourish in an attempt to figure out strategies and ways that we could make camp even more positively impactful for our campers. I got so into my research that I decided to go back to school and get my master's in psychology. And while there, the program that I did was a research-based program. And I researched, was it true what I thought, that camp really did have a positive impact on kids' well-being? Originally, I wanted to focus on the fact that kids were unplugged and off their screens at camp for a few weeks, and that was the reason for their improved happiness and well-being. Well, it turns out that it is social skills and our kids' ability to interact well with others that is the best predictor of their well-being, both as children and then into young adulthood and actually throughout the lifespan. The Harvard study that spanned over 80 years now has come to the conclusion that all of us intuitively know, and that is that our personal relationships and our ability to form those close relationships are the best predictor of our well-being and success in life. So my new book, and here it is, here's the cover so you can see it. In this book, I share the intentional strategies that I've figured out, simple ways that we can enhance our kids' lives, help them form better connections, help them feel closer to both the adults in their lives and to each other, and to just feel a greater sense of well-being. I've come to understand from my own research and the research of others in my industry that camp truly is a positive psychological intervention for many of our campers. I knew that from talking to my fellow camp directors for many years, and we've shared sort of ambivalent feelings about being the place where kids feel so happy. Of course, it's an honor to provide them with that setting for a few weeks during the summer. But I know that what our kids need is that same summer camp feeling all year long, not just when they're at summer camp. So in this book, I share strategies that parents can use at home, teachers can use in the classroom, and anyone who works with kids can use to grow closer to kids and to help them form the character traits and social emotional skills that they need to be a thriving adult. Instead of raising a generation of kids who are overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, and unable to thrive as adults, join me in raising a generation of kids who learn what they need to learn and grow the social emotional skills and the character traits they need to have successful lives. I'm hoping that you will find Happy Campers to be a useful resource for your school community. I have a couple different ideas of ways that you could incorporate the book into your teacher and parent education. It's a great book to share with teachers, especially teachers who never had the opportunity to work in a setting like summer camp, where the focus is on developing relationships and helping kids develop friendships with each other. Teachers can learn a lot from the connection, techniques, and games and collaboration that we teach kids at camp. And they can make their classrooms feel a lot safer and more comfortable for kids by incorporating some of the techniques that camp counselors use. And for your school, the book could kick off a conversation among parents about what's really important in raising kids, and perhaps shift the focus from the high stakes, competitive, high pressure, anxious atmosphere to one that's more conducive to fostering connection and empathy and kindness and all kinds of things that really make both our school communities and our homes just much happier and more connected places to be. I'm currently scheduling my speaking for my book tour for Happy Campers for the 2019-2020 school year. And I'd love to join you if you think that visiting your school or making my book part of your parent education is a good fit. So please get in touch with me and let me know if you're interested in talking more about the different options for using Happy Campers as part of your curriculum and starting the conversation about creating the camp type fun and connection at school like we have at summer camp. For more information about having me come speak at your school next year, please visit my website at sunshine-parenting.com/speaking.